following the touchdown. Here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Ravens take over.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On 2nd down, it's Hill. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. 3rd and goal, Jackson. Now he'll escape to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Tucker now following the made field goal set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
48 to Mike. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 50, 30, 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. They go play action with Jackson. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They go play action now. Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Check 55 to my 61. Matchbox lights.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check 3, check.
Hurry, hurry.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey,
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Topper.
On second down, it's Hunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, exit.
48th Mike, 48th Mike. Here we go, D.
Run.
Come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Rush in.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A good pickup there, a 22. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
A gain of 9 brings up third down.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the up. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 28-24 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
180.
Check 48.
Hey, 133.
Here we go. Here we go. Check.
Hey, 133.
Check.
Hurry, hurry.
Stay at home. Stay at home.
Run, run, run. Buzz, buzz. Real. Big time.
On first down, it's Hunt. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 48. Mike 48. Record. Check 48's the Mike. Check 48's the Mike. I got one.
Hurry. Real.
Look, 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
You draw quarters. Hurry! Motion. Up. Smooth. SOS.
On third down, Hunt. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
3, 218, chop,
They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, orbit.
Check, 48's the mic. Let's go. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we don't mic the 48 right now. Let's go.
Regular.
48's mic.
48, seam 6.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
I'm coming after you. Shift.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
180. Hurry. Kings. Hey, alert. Go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. Throw right side is caught by Biletnikoff. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Alert 3.
Hurry.
On first down, Hunt, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Pick it up, D. Alert flare.
Hurry.
Come.
Hey, alert 33.
They run again with Hunt. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
180. Point it right. Run. Hey, high 7.
6 guys. Check 6.
Run.
Shift.
Hurry.
Motion.
On third down, it's Hunt. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Switch up. Jim.
Hurry.
They'll give it to Chubb. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is fielded at the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
He's going to go for a big play down. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. To throw is Jackson. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Kill.
Hurry. Hey, Delta.
Check. Watch twist.
Up.
Mayfield looks to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
King. Hey, Echo.
Mike 48.
So don't say nothing.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
Hurry.
Let's get off the field, D.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Jackson now. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on, now. Let's go.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
He's mine. 48.
They run with Hunt, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Let's get it.
Alert!
Kill. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Hurry!
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield, it's caught. Beckham. Pass it. Odell Beckham Jr. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks you want.
You want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season.
Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we're going to make the 48 right now. Let's go. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Check 3. Check 3. Deuce. Hey.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Kill. 48. 48's the mic. Here we go. Out. Check your hot read.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 40.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Check hot route. Hot. Joker.
Hey.
On the counter, Hunt. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Run.
Check 99.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 13.
Hurry.
36.
Hey, alert.
48's the mic. I got you, boy. Check 3. Under 10. 10.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off. They were looking for Johnson that time. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll run on first down. Hunt. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Hey, 133. Bravo.
Mayfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Eli Apple. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Switch. Kill.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. They've gone to the 4th quarter now in Dallas. And the Cowboys have added on to their lead. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he powers his way up past the 30. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Browns, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's just their 3rd loss as they fall now to to 10-3. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.